1, 2, 3. Chorus. Alright, so that was Do I Want to Know by the Arctic Monkeys. Great for learning how to slide, as we're sliding just between a couple notes throughout that main riff, and there's a couple other slides in there. So let's jump down right to the neck and take a look at this. There's an 8-bar drum intro, well, a 7-bar drum intro, because we come in as a guitar player on the 8th beat. Counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And that's how we'll make sure we come in on the right spot. That first little lick here is 1st fret on the low E string, 2nd fret on the low E string, and 3rd fret on the 3rd fret, 1st fret on the A string, 1st fret E, 3rd fret E, 1st fret A. And we go right back to the 3rd fret on the low E. So again, with our counting, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Great. Alright, so the next phrase starts the same way. And I like to break things down in phrases, so we'll call what we just learned phrase 1. Now phrase 2, very similar. We start out with the 1st fret, the 3rd fret, and then the 1st fret on the A again. Now we're going to jump right into this little slide part. We're going to jump down to the 1st fret on the D string. And as soon as we do this, we're going to think, pick this note and slide up to 3, and then slide back down to 1. And that slide back down happens right on beat 1 of the measure. So if you are tapping your foot, you can kind of keep that as a note. That has to be on the 1. So that whole lick, note by note again, phrase 2. We have low string, 1st fret, 3rd fret, 1st fret, and pick and slide. So from phrase 1 to phrase 2. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Now let's play that a little bit slower. Slow it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so that's what we have so far. Starts on the 3rd fret of the A string. And just like the slide on the D string here, we hit that 3rd fret and we slide it to the 5th fret and we slide it back down. Alright? And that'll kind of complete the 2nd phrase. So phrase 1, phrase 2, alright, let's practice that with our counting. Here we go. 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3. Good. All right, now phrase 3, finally. This starts on the first fret of the A string, goes to the 3rd fret, goes to the open, right back to the 3rd fret. I should clarify that open string was the open D string. So we have 1st fret of the A, 3rd fret on the A, open D string, right back to the 3rd fret. How that phrase will sound coming from the other one. So we have our slides. Here's phrase 3. Alright, so usually I don't move my hands so much if I'm playing an open string. For this, I kind of move my hand more than I normally would, just as a way to emphasize that note a little bit. Make sure I get it clean. What I don't want is so that happens when your hand lays down too much. So either keep it kind of up here or just pick it up for just a brief second. And I picked it up actually because I don't want the two notes ringing together. So I don't want, it sounds a little weird to me. So I pick it up really briefly to stop that A string from ringing. Put it right back down. So phrase 3 again, one time slow. 1st fret, 3rd fret, open, 3rd fret. Ba-da-da-bum. One more time. Good. So let's practice all the phrases so far. Phrase 1. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Phrase 3. And I hesitated a little bit on that phrase so I could call it out. It happens a little faster in the song. Everything's kind of together. There are some slight little breaks between the phrase that will give you some time to think about what's going on. Alright, so the last phrase of this comes back to the 3. We're ending at 3 from that last phrase. Now this is kind of like almost like a vocalization slide I kind of see. So the 1st fret on the A string is our first note, but it's played kind of quietly because it's kind of like a passing note. We're just touching on it so we can get to the 3rd fret and slide that 3rd fret right to the 5th fret immediately as soon as we pick it. Ba-da, and then we echo that by playing the 3rd fret to the 5th fret again. So again, we have one more time, and then we end it with the 3rd fret on the low E string, and that's our root note. So we can hold that for about 3 beats and then it'll start again. Now the second time around we'll go to the chorus. We'll look at that in a second. A couple tips for this. I mentioned a tip for counting it in. So what you can do with that is you can kind of emulate your kick and your snare on your strings to make sure you have it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And I'm tapping my foot because I want to know, well, I have to know where the 1 is all the time. That's just something I like to do. It really helps me be accurate with my playing. Don't worry about counting it too much when you're just learning it. Don't worry about getting the rhythm perfect to start. You can go back and put it together like a puzzle. And then you put the pieces together, you'll spend a lot less time practicing and get more out of what you're actually working on. Okay, so let's play through that first half of that verse together. We'll do it nice and slow with our count in. So here's our count in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Slides. 3. And then it comes back in on 3. So once you do that, 1, 2, 3, back into it. Now, all right, so the second time around, we stop before we do those vocalization slides. So right before that, we have, and that was the 1 on the A, the 3 on the A, open D, and the 3rd. So the second half of this verse is the same as the first, except for the very ending. So let's play through the second half so you can get an idea where it changes, and then I'll kind of go back and we'll look at it a little bit more. So here's the second half again. So starting from this ringing note. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Same, different. It's actually simpler the second time around, but we are setting up the chorus, so there's a little bit more to it. So that is just hitting the 3rd fret and then sliding that down to the 5th fret. Kind of a slide, kind of like a pick. So I slide it and then I kind of pick it. Alright, so first half of the verse play through. We're going to go right in the second, and I'll call out where it doesn't do. So it doesn't do that vocalization little kind of. In place of that, it just hits the 3rd fret and slides it to the 5th fret. I will call that out when that happens. So basically you can kind of think ending 1 is the, and then ending 2 is the 2, 3, and then we go in the chorus. Wow, I was 1 fret too high. All right, so let's play through the first half of the verse into the second half of the verse, and I'll continue on to the chorus so you can hear how it sounds, and we'll go back and look at it. So here we go with our count in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Ending 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Ending 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the chorus will slide that up. It doesn't do a whole measure on that 5th fret. So from ending 2. 1, 2, 3. Kind of repeats it again. But again, simpler. We just end with that 3rd fret. And one more time. Alright, let's take a whole look at that chorus now. So we start by sliding this 5th fret for 1, 2, 3. On the 4th beat, we slide it down to the 10th fret of the A string. Same, which is all pretty much on the A string except for the couple last notes. We'll get that in a second though. So 5th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now our first beat of the next measure is on the 6th fret of the A string. And I'm playing with that with my first finger because that's kind of where the finger I'm using to slide. Doesn't really matter too much what you end up playing this note with, as we're going to be switching our fingers here in a second. So from ending 2 we have 4, 1, 2, 3, slide 10, back down to 6, 2, 3, and on the end of 3 we do 3, 5, 6, 5, 3. All on the A string. Alright, so let's play through that phrase from ending 2. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to go 1, slide it back to 3, 2. Alright, that was 1st fret on the A, 3rd fret on the A, open D, G. Just that phrase. Alright, from ending 2 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 2, 3. That is the same as a very first lick of the song. 1st fret, 3rd fret, 1st fret on the A, now back to the 3rd fret. Alright, so let's do it from ending 2 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2. Same slide. We're gonna kind of slide back down. We're not really gonna slide up this time. So we're gonna let this G note ring. 2, 3, and then on the 4th beat, we're gonna come down and hit the 10th fret on the A string again. Slide it down to 6. 2, 3, 1, 2. Same riff. 3, 5, 6, 5, back to 3. 1, 3 again. And then 3rd fret on the low E. 2, 3, 4 again. 1, 2, 3, main riff. So from ending 2 of the verse into that chorus, we're go all the way through the chorus now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. And here we go. 3, 4, 1. And 3rd fret. And again, 1, 2, 3, main riff. And then we're back into the 2nd verse there. And we can, there's a pause eventually, but we play that riff a couple times before there's a pause. Then you come back in, you play the chorus again, and it goes back to the main riff again. And that's pretty much the whole song. If you did find this video helpful, Please subscribe and like and share it with other people who might be trying to learn. I appreciate the support, and I hope you have a great day.